Yes, my wonderful people. Welcome to J Progress Entertainment again. Today, my people, I am here with rather tragic news again. People, some of you would have learned about the 13-year-old little girl, Shantina, right, in Christiana. And some of you guys would have also heard about 12-year-old JAYDEN, right, who has since been missing now for about 2 weeks. Information surrounding JAYDEN disappearance is very, very sketchy. It come like some whole heap of mix up and tangle up and bangle up in a JAYDEN disappearance. Whole heap of things I say, but no fight no make no sense. Alright. Before we get to JAYDEN, let we address Shantina first. I have covered the story with Shantina prior, right? And now there has been further development in Shantina case. But it's no surprise to me, because anybody who look back on my previous story, they would have heard when I said, what about the father? And now, the father is at the forefront of the investigation. So for people who don't know, in Manchester again, just like JAYDEN, so these two things are going in Manchester, right? Okay. The quiet community of Christiana has been left in shock and grieved after the decomposing body of 13-year-old Shantina Sergeant, a second form student of Christiana High School, was discovered. Reports are that Shantina did not return home. A desperate search ensued throughout the weekend. However, on Monday, police made the grim discovery. Her body was found in an advanced state of decomposition, covered under a zinc next to a burnt-out refrigerator at the back of the house. When I heard that story, guys, I said, how is it that Shantina's father reported her missing and they didn't search the entire community and the area? You no search back of your yard, you no search back of your next door neighbor yard, you no search back of your other neighbor yard. That's police can carry out a search 3 days later. Because Shantina was missing on the 3rd of October and they found her on the 6th. So 3 days later, police can carry out a search and find her at the back of the house. So how did the father not know that? Surprising to you guys. The father was the one who reported Shantina missing. Further to that, investigation now lead. An investigation intensify, and it turns out that Shantina was in fact being molested by her father. How do people know that? The stepmother talk. The stepmother say she knew say Shantina was being molested by the father, and the stepmother report it, and the police them turn a blind eye. The police them turn a blind eye to this little girl. Why did the little girl not agree to report it? She was scared of what would have happened to her father. So she never go report it. Big old dirty great tone man. How can a man look upon them picnic that the type of way there? But let me tell you something. The first thing will come to my mind, the fact that the father go report it and then find the body back at the house. Me I wonder say, then if this a father did really love him pitney and I look for him pitney, you'd have search every corner creases in that community. There is nowhere in that community police could have searched and find your daughter. They must have go find him somewhere else. It goes to show the father wasn't looking for no daughter because the father looked like say him molest the little pitney, then end the little pitney life. The stepmother move out upon the daddy because the stepmother couldn't put up with what go on. The stepmother catch the father over the little pitney a try something. I don't know I tell me say man like them if they go to prison. Go to prison go do what? She was only 13 years old. He was supposed to be her protection. He was supposed to be her guardian. He was supposed to be the place of safety for that little girl. But instead, he make him mind and him nature rule him. No control. And it turns out that this man has been doing this for a while. And residents in the community say, anything you put on a frack pan, that the man that will touch it. And look what happened. And 3/4 of the time, this is what happened. When you see a family member or father or uncle or anybody molest little pitney, them take them life because they don't want them to talk. And him own pitney, him do that and then take her life and put her under a zinc next to a burnt out fridge. I don't even know if them catch him yet because the police them been hunting him right now and tell him to turn himself in. From him report the little girl, he was missing as well. So him go report to the little girl missing, then him gone, nobody no see him. The last them see him was the day when him report the little girl. Them see him in a Manchester like him a make we him escape. But people know say the little dirty man do it now. And the 13-year-old little girl is no longer among the land of the living. Make me see what them are going to do with this a big old dirty old cruff of a waste man here. Him should not go no prison. Him not fi go no prison. You no know what me expect fi do with him already. You no know me go to work already. Him not fi go no prison. If you go down a hell go shake Satan and Satan say welcome. But not prison. People, right. Moving on now. Now we need to move on to little JAYDEN. 12-year-old little boy. Right? And JAYDEN has been missing now for over 2 weeks. Same place down in the parish of Manchester. Right? People. JAYDEN live with some relative. I think him live with a relative and a partner. So him have some guardian and them parents them. JAYDEN has been with them around since he was 3-4 years old. Right? And now JAYDEN is 12 years old. Based on information, them have a lot of goat and them have a lot of animal. And a JAYDEN, me say them a pressure JAYDEN as a little boy. You know them little boy, the way come like say, you are being neglected and boy, oh boy, them a give you all of the work and be a thing. Me listen, the man who are one of the guardian for JAYDEN. And him a say, enough time when him send all for him own son to go do something, him son not go do it, him pay JAYDEN to do it because JAYDEN is a willing boy. Bear in mind, JAYDEN recently start go school in the Manchester area, the primary school where I go now. And them say him join the cadet and he's a very trying youth. You know, him a do well and him have a promising future. But now, JAYDEN left school in about the 4 or 5 o'clock-ish hours. And JAYDEN hasn't been home since. So you tell me now a little 12-year-old boy, miss for almost 2 weeks. I want to go tell me say which sensible human being in Jamaica would have a little baby boy at them yard right now, 12-year-old, and here police are on to look for him everywhere and don't turn him in. Which responsible person that do that? So now, what really occurred, as I understand, is that JAYDEN accidentally injured a little youth who come from foreign, which is a member of the family who is JAYDEN guardian. It appears now that never go down so well. Me don't know if JAYDEN get beaten or what. You understand me I say? But a little thing happen with one of the foreign pitney them will come down. And people are wondering and surmise if that caused JAYDEN disappearance. People are wondering if JAYDEN was beaten mercilessly out of anger of injuring the foreign youth. Right? And they didn't expect that JAYDEN did I go through them the kind of beating there, and probably Jayden accidentally pass away. That is what just surmising now, you know. You understand? Just surmising. You know? This is no facts, but this is what people are surmising out there. That it come like say because of what where Jayden injured the foreign youth, it come like say the family was so upset that them beat Jayden, and probably Jayden is no longer among the land of the living. Right now, me no really want to call down death pan a little boy, but after 2 weeks, a 12-year-old, if he's not in the care of someone, that 12-year-old them not survive 2 weeks. Them claim to say Jayden take away the money out of the saving pan and gone. So they make it look like Jayden take away money and run we gone. But how long will that little money serve Jayden for? You go tell me say no where Jayden run we go. Nobody no see him in a come no shop. Nobody no see him in no taxi. Nobody no see him nowhere. When him sleep, when him cook, when him go get things to buy, and people know say that little youth are missing to call police. Right now, a special team has been dispatched to search for Jayden. A specialized search team in the constabulary force has been deployed to search for Jayden right now. The little 12-year-old boy called 2 weeks now. Then visit the family home. They have been searching in and around all over the area and this and that. So we don't know what will turn up after this little baby boy. You understand? But people, would I really be surprised if Jayden is still alive? If Jayden is still alive, I would be very, very, very surprised. Me feel like something happened to Jayden. Me feel like Jayden, something happened to him. Me no want to surmise what the rest of people them a surmise I say come like them beat him because of what happened with little foreign youth, and them beat him in a type of way I never realize say boy them did a beat him too mercilessly and this happened and them get rid of Jayden. But think about it. A 12-year-old little boy in the street, up and down, 2 weeks now. Any money when thief out a saving pan and take away, that the money they must done. How is it that a little 12-year-old survive up to 2 weeks and nobody no see him? Him no get hungry. Him no go shop. Even before him, if him not go shop now, him no go shop and a stack up from in the get-go. One day if Jayden just worried that, me hear say Jayden didn't get no great treatment at the yard either. Jayden wasn't getting no great treatment from them guardian there either. Them have for them family and they have for them pitney. Them treat Jayden like an outcast, like a one little slave. Like me tell them they have only a goat and rabbit and all kind of something. And a Jayden have to do everything. Because for them pitney not do it. So people, remember, the man admit that, you know. So even when he asks his son to go do certain things, the son pay Jayden to go do it. And hear them a use style and say Jayden love him money. Jayden take the pay because he love him money. That's why them say him take out everything out of the saving pan and gone. People, how do we protect our nation youths? See this a father you what him do to the little 13-year-old little girl. This a father you see what him do to the little 13-year-old little girl, yeah? Shantina, no longer among the land of the living. Little baby with a promising future. And look what him own father if he a protect her do. Now, Jayden is missing over 2 weeks. And Jayden guardian, I say them don't know nothing about this and that. But there has been a lot of things going on around there. And let me tell you this. I think Jayden is not among the land of the living. It is sad, but it is true. Well, a specialized police team is now out searching, so let's see what the specialized police team will come up with. Until then, my people, we will stay tuned while I give you guys an update on the Jayden situation. Everybody, big up on yourself. 1J Progress Entertainment. Believe no man, you not fi ask nobody nothing, and nobody not fi tell you nothing. I just 1J Progress Entertainment. Believe.